Hello guys, how are you today? Gosh, I thought my hair would look fine, but it's all messy, but it's okay. So I wanted to do something different today. I wanted to do a July reading, and I had in mind that I wanted to do monthly so that I would just let you guys pick some cards and then do some questions afterwards. So I'm going to take questions after. I do see that somebody donated already. Thank you for that. You'll be first for the questions, but let's get into the July monthly reading. And it's really it's really weird because like off the bat when I was tuning in a little bit to wondering what our July reading would be, weather comes into play. I don't know, like, let's see what this is about. They're kind of talking about like the July forecast. Um, Give me 1 second. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Hi. Yeah, Empress Daisy. Looks like you've got like a little sister because there's two Empresses here. But into this July reading, it looks like it's going to be stormy weather. I know I'm not a freaking like anchor woman. It's the weirdest thing, but they're talking about weather, and I know that we live in different parts of the U.S. or the globe, as a matter of fact. But they're talking about the weather and how it's going to be stormy. Looks like there's like a lot of drama in the skies. I guess it'll be raining a lot of showers and a lot of storms for July. I have no idea why they're talking about the weather. Um, let me hold the first card to see what it is that they're talking about. Okay, well, I don't know if you guys live in like Oklahoma or something like that, or like in the middle of North America where there's a lot of like weather issues. I live in California, so we barely have any, but it looks like there's going to be like a tornado or like a hurricane. So yeah. Okay, so I think we're ready to get into the first card reading. That was so random. Okay, so I'm going to be doing three. So there'll be three choices, and then whatever resonates with you is the one that's for you. So you probably might already have in mind, like, oh, I think my card group or whatever is going to be 3 or 2 or 1. So keep that in mind. They're saying that some of you like to rely on the advice that you get that you're already getting from a card reading. That's fine too. It looks like you guys are the more logical type, so we can do it that way. So it's really however works best with you. Okay. So for July readings, I don't really do like horoscope stuff. This is just whatever resonates with you. Okay. All right. So the first card reading that you guys get is joy. And for some reason, as I'm looking into the number 40, that 0 is a very like wholesome number. I don't know. There's just something about it of feeling very connected. It's a circle, and it's like when you have a certain experience, there's an end to that experience, but that ending turns into like a comforting type of feeling, if that makes any sense to you guys. Okay. They're talking about labels and about like responsibilities or opportunities or something like that. For whoever it is that is initiating a plan, know that it's going to come to fruition. That's what they said. It looks like it's in the very beginning stages of creating some sort of project. But you're going to come full circle with whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Sorry about that. Let me see. And do you see how like in the middle of this card, into that flower, it kind of looks like a doorway. And whatever that opportunity is, I think you know what you're doing. I think that you trust what you're doing, whether it's your skill, like if you're trying to start a new business or a new job or something like that, you trust yourself and you have good feelings about this avenue or this prospect. And if I pause a lot, I'm trying to take in the feelings of the of the message behind the card. I'm trying to tune into it. Um, and there's money in this card too. I don't know. It looks like you are okay. If you imagine like a room, right, and you're sitting in a room, and like the whole floor is like kind of like covered in, instead of water, it's money. So whatever this aspect is, seems like a business thing. It's gonna come full circle. Like whatever it is that you're trying to get, it's gonna come right back at you once you finish your project, your plan, and it's gonna be a very fruitful decision and choice for you. That's cool. So if you're intending on doing something, definitely do it. It looks like a really good plan. Okay, and so this second card, if you chose number 2, says seeking and finding. Sorry, the lights are so bright. Like I don't know how to do this. There you go, seeking and finding. So it looks like, okay, so for forever who chose card number 2, I just see you hopping. Like if you're imagine you're this butterfly, right? And there's all these flowers. You're hopping from one flower to the next, kind of like you're jumping. And it's like you're trying to find these opportunities, or you're trying to seek and to grasp it rather than letting something naturally unfold. It's almost like you don't trust the universe enough to help you and to support you on whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. I want to powder my face. It's like, because like my face is like all the way. Um, like you don't trust the universe enough to support you on your path, so you feel like you have to do this alone. So like instead of like walking around scoping some experiences out, you're just like, I'm gonna go here, I don't find anything, I'm gonna go here, oh my god, what's next? And you're just like super impatient and like just afraid that something is not gonna work for you. What's up, AG the goat? um so that's seeking and finding, and there's like a clarifying card with it too. It says acknowledgement. um right off the bat, they're telling you for group number 2 to acknowledge what it is that you're afraid of. Um, they're saying that okay. They're saying that joy, it doesn't come from finding what's outside of you, because that's an insecure place to start that mentality, that you think that you'll find some sort of fulfillment or security outside of you. Joy is already within, it's already in the body. Um, and if you come to realize that, you will already realize how secure and safe you are. Um, it's a beautiful card, this card right here, this acknowledgement card for group number 2, because it's saying that you don't need things. You don't need to find whatever it is, seek and find whatever it is that you think will make you happy. It's already inside of you. Um, and if that makes you feel empty because you have never felt what it's like to be safe and secure within yourself, give yourself time to experience and to realize that. Because, well, first of all, sometimes the things that we learn, it's best through experience, right? But just give yourself the time. Yeah, like trust that the universe supports you, and that if you have a desire in mind, it's going to lead you there. Sorry if my laptop is shaking. Okay, that was cool, right? There's a lot of powerful energy in card number 2. So if you are feeling like lost and insecure with your power and your path and your personal currency, and what I mean by that is like your ability to manifest what it is that you want and fulfill your own needs and things like that, it really feels like that was for you. Like you have to know that the power is within you, and yeah, seeking and finding, it all just comes back to you anyway. Okay. Whew, okay. Whoa. Gosh. The energy behind these cards are so different. So if you're card number three is expansiveness. First of all, right off the bat, it's super green. And there's purple in it too. And purple tells me that you're very wise, or rather, you use your wisdom to see things happen in your future before it could possibly happen. So you try to predict certain outcomes before you make a decision or things like that. So you're really smart, whoever this is. Um, there's something about being blocked from like a business opportunity. Um, and it doesn't feel like, it's not that you don't trust yourself. It more so feels like you're um, feeling blocked from it, like whether somebody is literally straight up telling you no because this and this and this, or if it's because of the coronavirus. It feels like some kind of legal justice issues that prevents you from achieving this business opportunity. Let's see, let me tune in. Okay. So whoever this is, I think that you're already wealthy. Like it looks like you're that person that has like a room full of cash. um I don't know why that's so significant though. I think it's not so much about relying on other people to pave the way for you. Not that I think that you can't do it yourself, but I think it's just like the way that you're thinking right now, it's not the best way to think, because you're causing yourself to believe that it's never going to happen for you, or it's going to be harder. But it's more so like almost as if life is testing you to pave the way yourself, to be creative and use the resources that you already have and your wisdom and your smarts to build yourself your own foundation. And I think that's the challenge that you've been looking for, whoever card number three is, to always know that you can rely on yourself, yet not be able to truly have that challenge. Kind of, it's like an itch you can't scratch, but now it's like this time for you to do that. Um, it's almost like building your own business from the ground up. So, yeah, whoever is card number three is like super smart. And I think throughout this process of this business opportunity, you're going to come to realize how you can really rely on yourself now. Okay. So now we can take the questions. I saw that Empress Daisy donated. So Empress Daisy, if you have a question, you can go ahead and ask. And then I don't know if Empress 7770 is here to ask, or that AG is here to ask, but if you are, please donate $2 because you're current subscribers. Oh man, that was really interesting. It's also really interesting how the angels are telling me about stormy weather for the month of July, and that there's going to be like, they said that there's going to be like a hurricane or like a tornado or something like that. It's a stormy month, they said, and I wonder if that's metaphorical too. But anyways, waiting for your questions. And check out my website too. My social media stuff is on there, and also my blog is there. Oh, AG the Goat's about to donate. Thank you. Usually I don't come on this day. I'm usually coming on like Sundays or the weekend, but I don't know. I decided to do something different. Wait, what? You donated twice? I don't know what you mean by, oh, twice. Right. For like 2 questions, right? How have I been? Empress Daisy asks. I've been okay. I mean, for some reason, I've been feeling a little like sad, like kind of moody. My guides are telling me that like my sacral chakra is kind of off, so I'm trying to I should do something about that. I'm also trying to write a blog about how certain crystals can help to rebalance our chakras. Um, so yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll be announcing when it's published and stuff. Empress, what's your question? Do you have a question? Unless how have you been was your question. I wonder if you guys are going out for 4th of July. Cause like that's I don't know. I don't even think I'll be going out to see my family because I'm kinda worried. Okay, Empress Daisy says, yes, I want to know what my guy Mark has to say. Okay. Do you have like 2 questions or did you donate as if they were 2? But let's see what Mark says. Gosh, he's so handsome. Just the way that he says hello, it's very like smooth and gentle. Okay, give me a second. Let me put that way. Okay. All right, he says I don't need the cards. So okay, let's see what he has to say. Do you have specific questions in mind, Empress, or is this just like a general thing? Okay, for sure. Okay, so then let's get into what Mark has to say. I'm seeing him like sitting on like a really comfortable chair. um, all right. I think he was just waiting for me to fix my hair. Okay, so let's see what he has to say. Hmm. Okay, so he's starting off by saying that that you're smart, you're intelligent, you're wise, and he's like I think he asks like I don't think that you realize well not that he's asking, but he's almost trying to say something like, I don't think you realize how eloquent that you are, Empress Stacy. The way that you move, the way that your gestures are. Um, it's just very telling how intelligent you are by the way that your physical body or your body language kind of expresses itself. There's this it's like you exude this lovely nature that is backed by intelligence, if that makes sense. But he's saying that the way that you carry yourself is not that way. Like the way that you perceive yourself is just really, really low. Um, have you been going to therapy by any chance? Because I know that you mentioned that you were gonna start. No, the day I was getting ready, it got postponed. What? That sucks. What the heck? Okay. Um hold on, give me a second. Okay, well he first of all, he's saying that you don't need that. He's saying like hold on, what is he really trying to say? Cuz like I feel like I told you before that I felt like you needed therapy because you got into these moments where they were really dark and it just felt like you needed to be pulled out of there by somebody that was logical and comforting and trained. But he literally just said that it's like you don't need that. You don't need that to be happy, and you don't need therapy to tell you who you are. Not that I'm saying don't go. Not that I'm saying that that it's gonna harm you more than help you, kind of a thing. He's saying that you're beautiful just the way that you are, and that you don't need somebody to tell you that, he said. Um, which is interesting because some people do. Some people do need that. But he's saying that you don't. Um, he's like, why do you carry yourself that way? Why do you carry yourself in such a way where you feel that you're defeated? Um, because you don't need to be. You don't need to carry yourself that way. Can you hear me? I know my voice is really low. It's like when I see what I see in my mind's eye about you, Empress Daisy, like it's almost like you're waiting for things to happen. Like I just see you like kind of sheepishly with your hands behind your back. You just kicked a stone. But the body language behind that is like um, it's almost like you're making yourself small because other people feel more comfortable making you do that so that they don't feel like triggered or whatever. But I don't know if you see how powerful you are already, Empress Daisy. Um, does that resonate with you? It's like you're so powerful already, yet you're waiting for things to happen when, like, you don't need to do that. I understand where it comes from. Okay, so you great that you understand. I understand where it comes from to feel like you have to do that. Um, yes, I just saw it. I saw it, AG. Thank you. You'll be next for the question. There's not many people here. But anyways, it's almost like you're waiting for bad things to happen to you. And then when something does happen to you that you didn't want to happen, it's like, oh, like I knew that would happen to me, or I expected that because this is what always happens to me. Um, but when you do that, it's more so you trying to circumvent your power. You know what I mean? Um, I think you should ask yourself, like, what would happen if I was powerful? Like, what would that look like? What would that feel like? And when you start to use your imagination to see what it's like to be that power that you already are, but to really experience it within yourself and to imagine yourself going out into the world being that who you truly are, it's like a direct energetic magnet to actually experiencing that. It's like the way that the world works is so simple. We just tend to complicate it, huh? Let's see what else he has to say. Okay. He's like, Empress Daisy, I'm here to support you and to be there whenever you need, but you most of the time I'm really just trying to push you out of your comfort zone. Like, I'm not making magic happen, he's basically saying. I'm just there to support you, but to be your friend and be like, dude, go, just do it. Empress Daisy says, I've seen little manifestations happen that would not have happened if I didn't want it to. I'm trying to convert that into manifesting big things without doubting it. Um, Let me read that again. I'm trying to convert that into manifesting big things. I think that you're trying too hard. Because personally, for me, manifesting it doesn't come with. I mean, rather, manifesting doesn't come without doubt for me. Um, and that's like what? But yeah, like okay, let's talk about cats. When I look at my cat and I look at a lot of different cats out there, they are fucking pros at manifestation. Like My cat doesn't really worry about getting what she wants. It's more so that she hates when I stop her from doing what she wants, but wanting things is very natural to anybody. It's natural to an animal, it's natural to a human. So when we want something, we can already attract it. You see what I mean? Like there's no we don't have to like strain to make experiences happen for us. As long as we know that this is what the universe wants for us and that this is what God wants for us, which is an automatic yes, then that's it. I know it's just like that is so hard because during the process of that manifestation happening behind the scenes, we're kind of just like, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, oh, like it's not happening the way that I want it to. But it's like the universe has your back. Like we just need to do a trust fall, right? Because the universe is already there, um, and God is already there to be like, yeah, you can have what you want. Okay. All right. So I hope that somehow answered your first question. And then your second one, you said that you wanted to know. Oh, my second question is in general about your next lover. Oh, you said, does he have an exercise I can do to get myself out of this energy? Excuse me. Honestly, he just said, take a walk. You're just like, what? Yeah, he's like, take a walk, get some sun on your body. Um, I think he's trying to have you know that life isn't meant to be hard. And I know that is kind of contradictory because the real world, it is hard. People suck, okay? And like there are people that are afraid of being vulnerable and they're afraid of making a welcome space because they feel like if they do that, they have to get something back from you. And if they don't, then they'll never have anything. Like, I don't know. um, but the spiritual roots, it's easy, right? Like, we just need to, I don't know, like come into ourselves and have faith. I don't know. The recipe is just so simple, but we just tend to make it so hard, right? And I liked how the analogy of animals came into play because when we look at how animals behave, they're one with the universe already. They, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. They're just so vulnerable and they don't really contradict themselves. What they want is what they want, and they're not ashamed to show it. Um, I'm kind of going off of a tangent, but I hope you know what I mean. It's just the natural things are what restore us into order and balance. It's more so, I guess this is just my guess, but the way that we were learned is just very contradictory to who we spiritually are. And so we became deluded in what's not true, which made things very complicated for ourselves, right? So let's get into your second question. You wanted a general on your next lover. We kind of did talk about your next lover last time, right? He's kind of like this dorky dude, but and like I don't know, and I kept seeing like a train for some reason, almost as if it was a metaphor for him being like a train wreck, or somehow the way that you meet is like you accidentally crash into each other and you're just like, dude, like what the fuck? And he's like, sorry, or something like that. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be out of the blue. Yes, that last reading was such a cliffhanger. I remember you were just like, "I can't breathe," and I was like, "Are you okay?" Um, but let's see what they have to say. I don't know. It doesn't seem like you've met this, fuckboy that we talked about last time, because you didn't mention it. Let's see what they want to get into. God damn it, sorry, I'm in here. All right. Well, they want to talk about your next romance. And it does look like this dorky boy. But of course, this tall, dark, and handsome, buff fuckboy dude who looks very, very charming and knows how to sweep you off your feet because he knows what you want, right? He knows what you want, but he doesn't have the capacity to truly be genuine. um, it looks like these two are going to be happening around the same time together. Like, I think that you might meet this fuckboy guy first. They're saying sooner than later. So I think you'll be coming quite soon. I don't know if you're gonna meet him at a party or like something like that, but um, it's like almost as if you're gonna meet him first, and that's going to distract you from this dorky dude. But that's not a problem because I think you'll come to realize that from me telling you how the people around you have made you feel like you're lesser than, I think you're going to be able to recognize what toxic abuse looks like when he starts to treat you and show his true colors. um she says, whoa. um and I just see like the dorky dude, like as all of this drama is happening, he's just in the back like eating chips. Like not even aware that he's about to meet his soulmate type of thing. um okay. I mean, I don't know where you work, Empress Daisy, but it looks like a work party that that you might somehow come to know this fuckboy dude. Um, but you're gonna trash that guy because you'll come to know what you deserve, and you'll come to know what abuse looks like and how it makes you feel, and you're gonna be like, "I've heard about you. I'm just gonna go over there," and he's gonna treat you like shit for it. She says, "So this means I might get another desk job." Oh, you had a desk job. Okay. Possibly. I don't know. I see a work party. Anyways, he might, belittle you and treat you like trash after you decide to leave him. But he's just a scared little boy. He's not he tries to like puff up his feathers to make it seem like he's all that, but he's really just a naked chicken on the inside. But onto this. Okay, this is what they're saying, that the drama from this fuckboy dude is gonna distract you from this your dorky true love. Okay, so now they're going into your true love. All right, so they're saying that this boy, the good one, he's very they're saying that he's very docile, that he's very gentle and sweet and nurturing and caring, and he's very considerate. Like he's the kind of guy that like sees that you've had a long hard day at work, maybe it was really exhausting, maybe it was just very mentally challenging for you, because it's so stressful, and that like shakes his core a little. Like that's how sensitive he is. Like he sees you suffering and he's just like, oh fuck. And so the next morning he makes you coffee and you're just like, oh whoa, thanks. And then maybe when you come home from work and it's lunchtime, he's already have flowers on the table. He's just very gentle and considerate and nurturing and loyal, they said. They're saying that, what is that noise? They're saying that this is what a true man is. A true man knows how to treat another woman with respect. Oh, this is Mark talking. A true man knows how to treat another woman with respect, and they know how to be gentle and kind, and they're not afraid to exhibit that, to exude that, and to show what it means to be loyal and true and kind-hearted. Um, in comparison to Mark and this your future lover, Mark is a bit more masculine. He's very sweet, but he's not as mushy and like as sensitive as your next lover is. And I see you taking like this sort of like the path for you to travel to your lover is kind of looks like instead of a straight path, it looks like you're going like, instead of this path, there might be a boy here, and then you're gonna go. Whoop. It's just very unexpected the way that you travel towards this next guy. Okay. I mean, and there, Mark is saying, and that's all you need to know. Mark says that because the rest is kind of like a surprise, right? Kind of if you see like a really yummy cake and you can't eat it yet. But I see a lot of romance in the not in the sexual sense. I mean, in bed he's very like, do you like that? Like he's just like, I don't want to hurt you, kind of a thing. um, but I see a lot of like like you're just gonna fall in love because of how genuine he is and how loyal he is and how sweet he is. So yeah, I hope you like that. That was pretty long, but there's not many people here, so it's okay. You're welcome, Empress Daisy. Okay, so AG the goat, where are you at? Okay, how does Letitia feel about the messages I sent her today? All right. So, first of all, she seems pretty heated, like she's mad. I don't know why she's mad. I wish I got a little bit more context because I know this is a paid reading, so I like to go a little bit more in depth. There's something in my eye. Hold on, I'm trying to read into it. It's almost like she doesn't want to talk about it. Like it's as if I were there, right there when she got that message, she'd be like, it almost feels like she's suppressing her rage too. AG the goat says, I hope not about the messages. It was nothing to be mad about. Turtle 7, hi. um Can I ask a free question? Yes, of course. Just like and subscribe before you ask a question. AG the goat. I don't know what happened between you two, but that was the first wave of emotion that I got. It was just she's mad, and it's almost like she doesn't know how to deal with her feelings, so she's just trying to avoid it. Does that make sense to you? Turtle, let me know when you subscribed. Usually I get like a notification on my phone or something. AG the goat is like, not at all. That doesn't make sense. All right, let's clarify then. Let me see if I got it wrong. And if I did get it wrong, then I will read into it a little bit more, okay? Oh, okay. Synchronicity. All right, let's see. Can you give me a little bit more context about what happened, AG the goat? Because I think I'm getting something misunderstood, or like the energy is getting misconveyed. Like, you don't have to tell me what the message was about, but like, what were you trying to do? Like, what was your hopes? Like, what was your underlying feeling that that you felt when you sent out that message, kind of a thing? If that makes sense. Okay, Turtle 7. So you're gonna be after AG the goat, okay? Just joking around, basically just trying to make her smile and laugh. Okay. And are you guys dating, or you guys just friends? Because like I'm getting you confused with somebody else. Like somebody else asked about Letitia right? Or I don't remember. Last reading was something like that. Okay, you're working towards something. Okay. Mm, There's something that she's not willing to talk about. Um, it's almost like she's scared. Um, you asked about her last time. Yeah, I think you did, right? Oh, right. And it was about like not don't worry about that right now because you've got like other things to take care of, kind of a thing that the guide said back, right? But this there's something that she doesn't want to talk about. Um I think when the time is right, you guys can have an actual conversation and communicate how you guys feel. Um it's almost like she's playing her cards secretly. I don't know if that's the right word. It's kind of like I see her face and like it looks like this, like that. And to me, that means that there's certain parts of herself that she's not willing to show you, and certain parts that she is willing to show you. Um, but honestly, I feel that this is kind of repetitive for for you to be wondering about something like this. And what I mean by that is, last time your guides talked about um, you in like a transition phase, and there's so much stuff going on in your mind that you shouldn't be clogging your mind again with stuff that is not going to uh, make you feel any better or like, you know what I mean, just make it more messy in your head. um, so in terms of that, it just feels like there's nothing more for me to tell you about this question because she's not showing you her true self. So how does she feel? She feels. It looks like she feels nervous. She's not ready yet. I just literally heard that she's not ready yet. So, and I feel like that's kind of timely for you, right? So that you don't have to be focusing on this, so that you can be focusing on yourself, right? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so Turtle 7 says, will I see him today? If yes, will we both talk? Um, well, first of all, they're having me talk about your throat chakra. I don't know if you're like a crier, but it just feels like here, it just feels as if you're about to cry. I don't know that, that sensation where it's like suddenly your throat chakra is like very open and it's very like when you cry, it's also very tight at the same time. Does that make sense to you? It feels like that. I don't know why it feels like that. I don't know if you guys are having like an emotional conversation, like an emotional battle between each other, or there's drama. I don't know. Um, I think they're saying that you get teary eyed or something like that. Um, is that true, Turtle? Or like maybe it's about this situation that makes you want to cry or something? Also, guys, if you want to book a reading with me, you can go into my website, www.hearttoheartreadings.com. My services are there. My about me is there. What a reading like with me is there, and testimonials are there as well. Whew. Okay, so I just drew a card for you, Turtle Seven, because you're not responding, and I also don't know what's going on. So this card says, oh my god, it's so bright. I don't know how to do this. Ugh. Okay, like that. Family changes. Whatever this is, it also makes me feel emotional. It feels like you two are at odds with each other, and you don't know if he wants to come back to you, kind of a thing. Um, and you kind of feel like hopeless and almost desperate. Um, it's almost like you're the one that's trying to reach out, like, please, like, will you talk to me? Will you talk to me? Will you talk to me? But he's like, no, I don't want to cry. Oh, okay. But anyways, it's like it almost looks like you're the one that's like, please, will you talk to me? Will you talk to me? But he is not. It's almost like he's not there. I don't know. It just feels like, if there's like two players in a game, like he stepped out, you know? Um I don't know what the fuck this is. Seriously. It just feels like you want to cry. I don't know why. She says, I actually have a throat problem. Okay, what's that throat problem? And I see that there's new people here. I actually did the July reading, so if you were here for that, I already did that, so you guys can just replay that. Um, but now I'm taking free questions for new subscribers and $2 for current subscribers. Okay, well, I don't know what's happening right now because I'm not getting a response yet. It just feels like you guys are at odds with each other, and there's a distance there. And what? Okay, let me just ask. Like, okay, what is it about this throat thing? Okay, so Turtle, do you ever feel like when you speak, there's no one there to hear you out? Let's start there. And if I don't see a response, I might just end it for today. I feel like maybe you're a little confused about the way that I work. So I work with angels, and the way that we answer questions is not so much, yes, this is going to happen and this is how you do it. It's more so, why are you thinking that way? And they bring in context to show you why it is the way that you feel. And then once you're aware of why, um, we start to work on what caused the why, if that makes any sense. And we start to illuminate and problem solve what parts of you make you feel the way that you do, why it is so, and what is the real truth. And of course, there's magic and angel guidance as well. So that's how we work. So that's why I don't really answer things just like boom boom. Sometimes I do, given what is needed. Um, so okay, so you're saying exactly that when it's almost like you want to say something, but there's nobody there to hear you. Um, I think it's almost like he's trying to distance himself from you. And in terms of why, I don't know if that's relevant, but if you guys will talk today, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think it's whatever it is that you two got going on that's preventing him to, or causing him to do that. Okay, I don't know. That's kind of like a very weird answer to your question, but so if there's not going to be any more people, I might just wait it out a little bit until it's an hour. But did that answer your question, Turtle? Okay. So I'm not hearing anything back. So, okay, thanks guys for tuning in. I hope that you enjoy the July reading, and please look at my website, www.hearttoheartreadings.com, to check out my services and what I have to offer, as well as my blog. It's about twin flames and how mine saved my life. So check that out. It's going to be hopefully an inspiring read when you do read it. Okay, so thanks guys. Bye.